Mental health issues that nurses experience are stress 83.9%, depersonalization 60%, anxiety 42.2%, PTSD 24%, and depression 11%.
My name is Luisa Bruder and I'm an RNCOB. It basically means I'm a registered nurse certified in inpatient obstetrics. I decided to become a nurse after working as a CNA and realizing I can help people by expanding my education. My responsibilities as a nurse are, there are a lot. There are responsibilities. I take care of laboring moms and their newborn babies, and the care starts from the moment they step into our unit. We are in charge of triaging them, assessing them, reporting to the doctors what's going on with them, deciding with the doctors if they're going to go home or if they're going to stay, and if they stay, what's going to be their course of treatment. A big responsibility of a nurse is to constantly assess the patient and their evolving situation and be able to communicate with the provider so that you can come to an agreement as far as how are you going to take care of your patients and what you're going to do for them to keep them safe. Yes, we do deal with understaffing from time to time for several reasons, but usually we're very good is if we know that we're going to be understaffed, we'll call in our on-call or we'll ask nurses to volunteer to work extra to help with that short staffing. Yes, I think every nurse encounters stress at work at one time or another. The unpredictability of labor and delivery can be stressful itself. Added to that, babies don't have a schedule, so they all tend to come at one time, which can add to stress if you're already short-staffed or if you already have a critical patient or you have a nurse that's tied up somewhere else with the delivery and they're now on a one-to-one basis with their patients. That can be stressful. So my schedule is never the same on a week-to-week basis. We work 12-hour shifts. At my particular hospital, we work 3 shifts plus an on-call. So it's 4 shifts a week, but it just varies. It's never the same week to week. It does have a pretty big impact on our personal life and our family life. We have to learn how to balance different schedules. I have to learn how to balance my older kids' school schedules, my husband's work schedule with mine. We found a pretty happy medium with me working night shift and my husband works days, so we might not see each other all the time, but we still make it work. We go out when we can. We take the kids out when we can. Occasionally we've been known to take the kids out of school early to go see a movie just because we haven't seen each other in a couple of days and it's time. So you just have to learn how to balance, okay, yes, I've been working a lot. Well, now it's time to, take care of the family, go with the family. I'm pretty lucky I work night shift. My best friend works days, so I go see her at lunchtime and we make it work. We see each other. We make time for each other. We just have to learn to balance everything.
we did all we could, man. It's okay. It's okay. People
Either
die.
way,
I'm
they
sorry,
died.
man. It's okay. He
He
didn't
had his
survive.
food.
He
shouldn't have
We
died.
didn't see it. We didn't see it.
No,
It's
y'all
okay.
don't understand what you guys did.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
Please get away.
Hi everyone, my name is Araceli and I'm a licensed vocational nurse.
Why did you become a nurse?
Well, originally I was very intrigued by the human anatomy. It's just very fascinating, just the way the body works. It's something that seems so simple, yet it's so complex.
So, what are your responsibilities as a nurse?
Well, I actually work corporate, so you can say I'm a corporate nurse. And in my job responsibilities, I'm actually an internal auditor for a healthcare company, Molina Healthcare. So basically what I do is I make sure that the nurses that are completing assessments are doing so following the state health plan requirements.
What do you think can be done to help fix understaffing?
I mean, hire more. That's pretty much the only thing that we can do to try to get more nurses. The nurse field is growing, so hopefully that's going to help out a lot, but specifically in our department, we can just maybe get a couple more nurses to help out.
So, what causes you the stress and how do you deal with it effectively?
How do I deal with that effectively? How do I deal with stress in general? The only thing I can do is not bring my work home. So any stress that I have at work, not bring that into my personal life or bring it out as soon as I step out of my building. Only because that can just bring more stress into my life, more stress than I don't really need. So I just leave it at work and I deal with it when I go back to work.
What improvements do you see in the issues mentioned before?
I think the improvements that we're seeing is more people are getting interested in the medical field. So hopefully, as the years go on, more people become nurses, and the nurses to patient ratio, it becomes a little bit more even, a little bit more balanced. So it can just be a little bit easier for everyone.
So how do you feel about being a nurse now?
Personally, I mean, I love it. I still love it. I know that I maybe not work patient bedside, but I like the management aspect of it. So would I trade it? No. Would I expand? The way I intend to is going into business management maybe. There's so many other job opportunities for nursing. It isn't just patient bedside. It isn't just working in a hospital or in a clinic or in a facility. There's so many things that you can do with a nursing degree, and I love that. That's what I love about it. Again, because I'm corporate, I don't have that stress of, working patient bedside. I don't have that stress of working weekends, working major holidays. Those are times that I can be with my family, and that is one thing that I love. I love that about management. I love that about corporate. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay in corporate nursing and expand and grow in that.
Hi, my name is Kristen. I'm a licensed vocational nurse, and I've been a nurse for almost 2 years now. And I became a nurse because my grandmother was a nurse. She was actually an RN for 20 plus years, and I've always looked up to her. I've also always had a fascination and an interest inside the human body. So nursing was just a perfect fit for me. I'm very happy that I did become a nurse. Some of my responsibilities as a nurse is to basically care for patients, to make sure that you're advocating for your patients, that you're doing no harm to your patients. I do a lot of vital signs. I do a lot of treatments and things like that, working in in-home care, a lot of dressing changes. So there are a lot of nursing skills that I do use, but I feel like mostly it's a lot of just emotional care that is involved with my patients. And I do deal with understaffing, especially in home health. There is a lot of understaffing, and it is something that I've come across often. And the way that I personally deal with understaffing is to take my focus off of
myself and my personal feelings in regards to it, and to focus on my patient. An example would